27. Right, final action of Pool B. And it is Kenya against Belgium. Kenya, runners-up at the Dubai Challenger. Belgium, bitterly disappointed, having been dumped out by another African opponent in the quarterfinals in the form of the Lady Cranes, Uganda. They have looked turbocharged since arriving in South America. And they come with 2 wins from 2. Tries aplenty for Cecile Blondiot, a pair for Pauline Gurney, and a hat-trick for Noemi van der Poel in the opening match. Shows you that there are tries across the board with Belgium, whilst Kenya haven't quite hit their highest heights that we know they can reach. The tries were shared about against Papua New Guinea between Amanguni, Lindo, Wafula, Akumu, and the returning Janet Okelo. But they need to raise their game a number of levels if they're to match this laser-focused Belgian side, who look to have arrived with real purpose. Ella Goldsmith has made it all the way from down under to be with us in the middle. Some real journeys have been undertaken to get to Uruguay. A good 22 hours or so from the last challenger spot in Dubai. Papua New Guinea, they've travelled 5 days. Whilst for the Kenya women, a missed flight connection in Brazil saw their travel hindered. So, with all that in mind, I was going to say we're ready for liftoff, but unfortunately a skewed kickoff means it will go straight to the middle. And it's not a TMO we're after, it's a ball.
Just wait till I call time on. Time back on when you're ready.
Judith Akumu gets us underway. Try scorer against Papua New Guinea.
Knock on, offside.
Handling error compounded by the accidental offside. And a penalty awarded for Belgium. And you can get used to seeing this. It is the ball in Margot Stevan's hands. She is utterly instrumental to the way that this Belgian attack ticks. Penalties will in all likelihood be converted into scrums for the Belgians, and Stevans won't think twice about travelling. Nice switch of direction late in the day. A nice gap opening and the Red Sea parting before the waves crash upon the break. And it's Kenya in transition. A switch from them. A bounce off the left foot. And a shuddering shoulder coming in from Blondiot. Janet Okelo looks to free up the hand for the offload, but instead knocks the ball on. Hands, Stevans in the middle, distributing. Van der Poel lurking with intent, but Peen doesn't give it to her. Eventually it does get out to the left edge. Peen's in there awkwardly, trying to hurdle over the ruck. Gets the ball away. Well, the switch was telegraphed, but the switch has turned this Belgian defence on. And it sent Cecile Blondiot in for yet another try. Blondiot has now scored against every team she's played against here this weekend. First blood to the Kenyans, to the Belgians. been a hallmark of their play this weekend. Super accurate handling and a great range on the passing. And Blondio seemingly always at the end of the chain. Another kick-off error, so certainly something for Emil Verme to rumble about post-match and in review. But he won't mind if his women come away with the win. They want to be 3 from 3 heading to these quarterfinals. That's smart handling under pressure. Okelo then stepping in. Sharon Alma there at halfback. Lovely pick up from Okumu. Pop off the floor. A bounce off the left. An injection of pace. Off goes Nyachio. Well, unorthodox. Van der Poel is going to be dispossessed. She was all alone and marooned on the floor. And Naomi Amanguni didn't hesitate. Strips the ball on the floor, canters across. And Kenya have gone the length of the field. And they got a conversion here to level things up. A bit of Kenya at their best. They haven't seen it enough. Van der Poel, well, there was nothing she could do. Set upon by 2 Lionesses. Oh, the physicality is there from the Belgians as well. Okelu comes with a timely challenge from the behind. Kalo, the big name returning to the Lionesses. Janet Okelo. 2 seasons worth of 15-a-side rugby in Japan under her belt now. First Kenyan player to ever do so. And Kenya break. Nice width on the pass, invites the run into the 15-meter channel. The offload, it reared its head, but then got sucked back in. Oh, the read was almost perfect, but instead it's left a dog leg, and it's left Belgium vulnerable. Lionesses roaring behind the Belgian defensive line, but what about that? The jackling jaws of a hyena to counter the Lionesses. And Belgium are off and away. Well, Van der Poel receives the ball, but it's a forward pass as it's hands. It's really committed and frayed rugby at the moment. Both sets of players probably knowing the psychological magnitude of this match. Kenya really need to come away with something. If they are to not win, then they'll want a losing bonus point so they can be in contention for the best third place finish. By hook or by crook, they need to get to those quarterfinals. A bit of invention to unsettle the Belgian defence. Van der Poel is there. Kenya. Let the hands do the work. Okelo, bit of room, wants the switch. Doesn't get it, but does make half a break. Again. The Kenyans getting their offloading game going off the floor. And a yellow card for the Belgians.
Time is off.
Naomi van der Poel.
You guys want to scrum? Okay. Scrum option.
She's the one sent marching for 2 minutes, and this is where Belgium have shown themselves to be vulnerable in the tournament so far. The red card
Wait till the ball is in until we both push, okay?
in the quarterfinal against Uganda. There were times they played with 5 women on the field.
Steady.
Numerical disadvantage can have profound effects on a side. And with attacking instincts like Kenya, they are often even more ruthless when they can sense wounded prey. Deeper into the 22, a switch in midfield opens up the left side, but Akumu gets tangled in from some desperate limbs of the Belgians. A forward pass lets Belgium off the hook at a half-time that couldn't come soon enough for the Europeans, who ride out the storm. And Naomi Amanguni is called back in. That's half-time. Kenya 5, Belgium 7. Really clear and simple messaging there at the breakdown. Make a choice. Keen for Belgium to continue with their game plan. Offloading, looking to get in behind the Kenyan women, who've determinedly battled back into this game. They still have a player advantage. You wouldn't think it by the way they've just carried off that kickoff. Looking to hold on to the ball. That's the name of the game when you're down to 6. It's all about the possession. They need to stay on the field. They don't want to give away cheap ball to those Kenyans. This will do nicely. Noemi van der Poel serving her time in the sin bin. Belgium almost in behind Kenya there. Back to the sanctity of more white jerseys, but unfortunately there's quite a number of red ones eager to make tackles. Penalty to Belgium. Margot Stevens. Finds touch, and also with that signals the end of the rehabilitation period of Noemi van der Poel.
Here, this is the mark. You open up. Open up. Come in here. 2 and 2. Right there. Time back on.
Stevens, vastly experienced, the beating heart. After levitating a while,
No impact. We'll play away.
finally Belgium bring play back to planet Earth. Brilliant breakdown work, such precision, and Kenya are away. Kenya like this, a disorganized defense and backing their power. Ball presentation leaves a little to be desired of. Kenya are on a roll. They got a bit of pep in their step here as they seek a score to take the lead. Runners up in Dubai, remember. Lofty aspirations of emulating the world that their men existed in for so many years on the HSBC Sevens. Phoebe Otieno showing the bullocking running skills of her namesake Alvin. But isolated and a penalty conceded, and Belgium off and away. Room for Van der Poel to work with, but the opportunity closed off. Good low swinging tackle from Akelo before a less aesthetically pleasing high one follows up. This This match is just waiting for the game-breaking moment.
Yep.
The clock enjoying an inverse relationship with the
White 6.
pressure levels of the contest.
Okay.
As the seconds
Looking
tick
forward,
away,
please. Number 1 and 5.
the PSI pumps up.
1 and 5. Subs.
2 points between them and some heavyweight reinforcements.
Ladies,
Terry
wait until the
Isbois,
line out is over. Hold.
wearing 28, is on.
Okay.
The value that's put on her is
Thank you.
Paul Marunga rushed her back from the Rugby Africa Women's Olympic qualifier to Dubai for the final match of WXV3. They needed her, and they need her now. She's on with Stella Wafulu, who had a standout performance in the last match. And Noemi van der Poel, who started her competition with a hat-trick.
Come off. Number 10. Number 10. 10
Has
subs.
put in a performance so far that is going to see her
Time's off, time's off. Just hold.
replaced by Hannah Swears.
Time back on. Crouch. Fine. Set.
28-year-old Hannah Swears out there on the flank. She'll be called into tackling action almost instantaneously. Sloppy from the Kenyans. A lapse of concentration. Looked like they were going to target Swears as the new woman. But instead, they dropped the ball.
Crouch. Fine. Set. Steady.
Straightening and across the halfway line.
Roll first.
Oh, tough. Almost
Come
looked
back.
a brilliant bit of breakdown work.
On the mark.
But the role of the tackler not good enough. Stavans drives the tempo. Beautiful dummy run, and then the long ball, then the pump action fend from Cecile Blondio.
Careful.
She's bided her time on the edge. 2 sniffs, 2 tries. Cecile Blondio, the game breaker for Belgium once again. Stavans adds the extras. This bit of creation to form just half an overlap.
Swipe to your player.
And Blondio with the strength
Make sure it's on the mark, okay?
to swat away the defender. It was wonderfully worked by Margot Lally, but it needed a finish, and it came from Blondio.
Press backwards by Y. Yeah. Okay. Time's off. Substitutions.
That Stavans
4.
conversion, absolutely crucial. It's made it more than a 1-score game now.
Okay. Time back on.
Luca
Time off.
Blometz,
Stop coming in, okay? This is
former
the mark.
gymnast who
If
grew
you're
up in
don't
Dubai,
you come in.
is on for a debut.
Time on.
She turned 20 in January and now a fully fledged Belgian Sevens international here at the HSBC World Rugby Sevens Challenger in Montevideo. The runners up from Dubai have got their backs to the wall here. They are flirting with not qualifying for the quarterfinals unless they can get a score to get them a losing bonus point. They trail by 9. It needs to be 7 or less.
Where you are.
And the breakdown penalty from the Belgians isn't going to help.
Scrum option. Scrum. please. Come over here. Over here, please. Thank you. Time back on. Crouch. Fine. Set.
Belgium win possession, and they go in search for another try. They go in search through Hannah Swears. Hannah Swears with the electrifying pace. Scampers away. And Belgium finish with a flourish. Embraced by Louise. Liègeois.
In line with main 16.
And this is damning for Kenya's points difference as well. Belgium will go through. Undefeated, 3 from 3. Pool winners. Whilst the runners-up from Dubai will finish in 3rd position and now face an anxious wait to see the outcome of the final matches in Pool A, where either Paraguay or Czechia could depose them of a 3rd best position. Full time here, Kenya 5, Belgium 21.